How's it hanging? This is Jack Copland, the voice of Wayne from Total Drama Island, and you should check out Da Boys podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Check out Da Boys though. Like, subscribe, check them out. Ha ha!
Our next two players came as a package deal, all the way from northern Alberta. Wayne and Raj.
Dude, imagine wintertime? This lake turning to ice?
Biggest hockey rink ever, bro.
Sup, man? We're here, eh?
Boys, your team is over there.
Aw, sweet. Thanks, coach. Guess that makes this the other team then. What you think, Raji?
I'd be more impressed with a clogged toilet.
Oh, yeah? Well, you two aren't. You're both. Then look out, cause...
Oh no, I think this half-naked one's broken.
Oh, be nice, Raji. Maybe it's his first day with a new mouth hole.
Wayne and I are great together, but apart. It'd be like a bike with only one wheel.
One wheel? What would you even call that? A one-sicle? Oh, now I want sliders. I love those tiny little burgers.
For sure, eh? You feel like a giant holding them.
This tiny burger tastes so delicious.
Our
Sorry,
bad. A 3-point pooper?
My poops are always slam dunks. Ah, that's not good.
It's fine. Snow owls never quit.
True that, Raji.
Oh
Boy.
Cyclone spin cycle!
I am telling you for the 43rd time to stop melting that safe. Do not make me tell you a 44th. Echo! Echo! Julia, I am your partner. Angry armored cow.
And welcome back to another episode of the Boys Podcast. I have a very special guest today. My guest today is a stage and screen actor, voice actor, producer, and director. You may have seen and heard my guest in projects such as Alex in 4am, Ryan Tanner in Clickbait, Henry in Pink Rabbit, Eugene Chambers in Murdoch Mysteries, Mitchell and Colored Emotions, Prince in The Whipping Boy, Wayne in the new seasons of Total Drama Island, Sam in Fiji, Trillian Dent in The Plight of B-195, Theo in Going Dutch, Harris in Three Men on a Bike, and many more. So welcome the very legendary, talented icon himself, Mr. Jack Copland. Welcome, Jack.
Wow, Joe, I'm so honored to be here. I'm so flattered. How you doing, bud? Good to see ya.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much. I feel, like I said, I'm honored to be here. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. It's an honor having you on, Neil. Hoot hoot.
Oh. Hoot hoot. Let's go, snow owls.
How are you doing? That's the first question, Jack. How are you doing? What's new? What's exciting?
I'm so excited, Joe. I'm so excited to be here and to talk to you. I was really looking forward to this. So, it's snowed here in Toronto. That's where I live on Sunday, and it's kind of melting a little bit. It gets dark at like 4:30. But I like the winter because I have allergies, so then I don't in the winter, and I also like sweat a lot in the summer, and then in the winter I don't. So I'm like feeling good, and then I was so looking forward to talking to you and to see you repping, the Snow Owls, and to see the art that you made and your sister made, and to share my art that a fan made. This is pretty amazing for me. It's pretty surreal. So thank you for doing this. Thank you for what you do. And thank you for all your other podcasts, which I was watching. And I'm like, yeah, I'm honored to be. I was going through your list like a fan, you had so many people on there that I'm a huge fan of. So to be interviewed by you, I'm so excited.
Thank you, Jack. That's a nice compliment. Thank you. Honestly, it's an honor to have you on. You're the greatest, no offense to all VAs, but you're the greatest total drama character of all time.
Thank you so much, Joe. Like I said, I'm a huge Wayne fan too. I love Wayne.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Jack, what made you want to become an actor and voice actor? Do you have any biggest inspirations? Like, who's your idol growing up? I'm curious.
Yeah, that's a good question. I love movies as a kid.
Ooh.
I loved TV as a kid. I love cartoons as a kid. Um, it's tough to know that about yourself, but I have like some theories. And when I was a kid, when I was in grade 3, my mom bought me the box set of The Godfather, like
Classic.
1, 2, and 3, and which might be young for somebody in grade 3, but my mom was European and was like, "This is art," And from the first sound of the score, I was hooked. I was like, "There's something really cool about this movie that really speaks to me for some reason as a kid from Mississauga, Ontario in grade three. Um, but as a movie, that movie, I became curious about it. It's like anybody who has a hobby that they're passionate about, you want to learn more about kind of the lore of the movie and learning about the lore of the movie. I learned more about the actors in the movie. And I remember Marlon Brando, who plays the Godfather, Vito Corleone. I remember finding out that he wasn't that old, in the movie, he wasn't a very old man. And then, as you know, in my brain, it's, well, how does somebody do that? How does somebody do that convincingly? And why does somebody do that? And why does that mean so much to me? And then in that movie too, there's some great actors who studied with great teachers. And then I went down this rabbit hole of acting technique, because Brando learned from Stella Adler, and she worked with Lee Strasberg with the group theater, and then you're introduced to Harold Clurman and Meisner, and then all that kind of goes back to Stanislavski, and then Stanislavski has these incredible books um, where he writes as if he's going through an acting class, and so then I would read those, and it was this kind of almost a obsession that I loved. Um, and I would act in things where I could. Where I grew up, I didn't know of many theater things. I was also pretty busy. Um, I just love watching movies, but if I ever had an opportunity, as my friends will probably attest, to like act in a skit in class, or one thing we'd do in high school was order pizzas, and then I would, do it in a certain voice. So that was probably the beginning of my voice acting career. And I also learned that from my dad too. My dad's really good at accents, and yeah. And then you start doing impressions of people. Speaking of hockey and Wayne, there was this sports store where I grew up in Mississauga in Clarkson called CLP Sports, and this guy named Gary owned it. But Gary talked like this. And I remember being like a little kid and just listening to Gary being like, "Oh yeah, so these are the Reebok 6K skates, or you can get the 8K." And then one day I did it for my dad, and I was like, "You ever notice Gary kind of talks like this?" And it made my dad laugh too. So that's also a thing. Like, you make people laugh. And then on the animation side, like I loved the Bugs Bunny and Tweety show.
Ooh, classic. Sorry, classic.
Yeah, it is. It is. And those, the voice acting performances in that, and also um, SpongeBob,
Hmm. Tom Kenny. Sorry.
yeah, who you interviewed,
Yeah, it's a fun
like,
one.
and also Cat Dog. He did. I didn't know he did Cat Dog too.
Then so many iconic roles. Cat Dog, SpongeBob. I don't know if Rocco's Modern Life. I don't know if you've seen that as a kid.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah,
He's done a lot of stuff.
yeah. So that's so cool. Like it was. I love that. And then like I mean, you see videos of Robin Williams like as the genie. It's like, but voice acting was one of those things that, yeah, anyways, it was kind of an obsession, but I also, spoiler, I played a lot of hockey and played a lot of sports growing up in Canada. So your schedule is pretty busy. But it wasn't until I went to university. I think you call it college down in the States, or I don't know if you also call it university, but
You
yeah.
call it both, like college or university, just depends.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I guess we have colleges and universities too, but I went to this university, and then I started acting in the theater program there. And or they had a theater club. It was just run by students, and it was amazing because we just did plays because we wanted to do them, and we took the time to do them, and that was when I really got to kind of sink my teeth into it. Um, but that's kind of the opportunity at the beginning, because with theater you just need a stage, and then you need like a lot of people to kind of work hard to give you this sandbox to play in. But as an actor, it's one of those things that you can walk onto the stage, and you can do that. And then film, there's some extra layers to that. You kind of have to find people that will help you get onto a set, and I've been lucky enough to do that. And then voice acting seemed like this kind of mysterious thing. Like, how does one get into that? And you know what? It was actually the pandemic where some great ideas came out of, like this podcast, I believe.
Yep, you're correct. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
And that was you know, well, what can I do? And luckily, I'd bought a microphone for like a home studio. I'd worked with a voice acting coach, you know, when I was kind of, I forget why, but then I had this microphone. I forget why. Um, and then I reached out to Melissa Altro, who's an amazing voice actor, and then she does voice actor demos, so she can kind of coach you to create some characters, package it together, and that's how you can kind of find an agent. And that's what I did.
The Godfather. Which one's your favorite one? The first one, second one, or third one? I'm
Ooh,
curious.
that's a tough one. I think I have a real soft spot for the first one.
True.
I
Okay.
love the second one is like so epic and
True.
um, beautiful. But there's something about the first one that, you know, I mean, the second one's so good. But, and I'm not mentioning the third one, which I haven't seen in a long time. Um, and I don't think I watched it too many times when I first got the box set. It was like I got so into the first one, and then I was like, you know, when you're afraid to watch, or like when there's a sequel that comes out,
Oh yeah, if you know if it'll be good or bad, like is that yeah.
yeah, and then you're like, I don't want you to touch this experience that I've had with the first one. But then the second one was just like, whoa, this is mind blowing. This is like everything that I wanted, but I didn't know that I wanted. Um, and it took it in so many different directions. And then when I watched the third one, I think there was so much different that it was like because it was such a big jump in time that I think I got scared and then I went back to the first two. But I need to rewatch the third one. So to answer your question, I would say the first one for sure.
Classic. Can't go wrong with the first one. Can't
What
go
about
wrong.
you? Do you have a favorite?
Ooh, probably the first one too. It's like the first one. The second one is pretty good too, though. Third one I haven't seen in a while either. So
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, the second one is, you know, those scenes in Cuba. Like I know it was you, Fredo, Frank Pantangeli. He's another one that like, I'm Michael, you know, I'm Frank. I don't know if that's a good impression, but that was another one where I loved it. He's like, Mort, what are the brothers or whatever that are trying to come after him? He's like, kind of peace. You know, like that's another one where I just love doing the impressions. Um, I'm trying to think of anyone else from that movie that I would do impressions of. But there's
Do you have a
just so
Godfather impression? Sorry, do you have a Godfather impression?
I'm just trying to think of a particular line. It's when he's in the backyard in the first one. He's like, "I never wanted this for you. I never wanted this for you, Senator Corleone." There's a I mean heartbreaking scene when he sees Sonny at the mortuary, and then he's like,
Mm.
"What they did to my boy?" And he does this thing with his eyebrows. I want you to use all your powers. Anyways,
Did you know he had to use Marlon Brando used like cotton balls to make his mouth like that? Did you know that? He had to
I
use like
didn't know that.
he had to put his cotton balls in his mouth to make him like look like this when he talks.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's just this amazing transformation.
Yeah, like
It's
he
an,
doesn't even look like Marlon Brando really weirdly if you
I
think about
know.
it.
I know but yet it's so his spirit is just flowing through. He's just such a fascinating character, and to be honest, he was one of those people that like as a kid, it was just you know why is this person so magnetic?
Mm.
Well, like you know, and then because you know I was obsessed with the movie, I was obsessed with the characters, I was obsessed with the lore, and then you find Brando, right? And then you can go down this rabbit hole of his interviews with Dick Cavett, his social justice work, you know, and then I would read actor biographies. You know, I think my family knew that I loved movies and I loved actors, so those would be gifts sometimes. I think I don't know if you can see here. Let me see. Oh, up here I got there's Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Well, that's cool.
I read his biography. I would read different actors' biographies, and then you know what would happen is like I love their biographies, but I think maybe because of where I was at, I was always really fascinated in the come up. You know, them
Mm.
kind of finding, you know, where were they from? Like what's the kind of origin story? And then I read Brando's biography. It wasn't the one he wrote, but that one, the come up was so fascinating. But then like even when he became big, it was just so fascinating from start to finish.
That's
Whereas
cool.
where some actors, once they make it, and it was like, yeah, and then I made this other film, and I was like, maybe I'll make it, maybe I'll get paid 5 million, but I settled for four. And you're like, oh, okay, I can't really relate to this where I'm at. But his biography was just like a nonstop kind of trippy experience.
Another little side question. I'm curious. Can I ask what's your nationality? I'm Italian. That's why when you said The Godfather, that's like, wow, that's my Italian.
No way. Okay, cool. I'm Dutch.
Ooh, okay.
I'm Dutch. My mom is Dutch. My mom is from the Netherlands,
That's
and
cool.
yeah, she immigrated here. Um, she was actually an exchange student, and she met my dad in Brampton, Ontario, and
Ooh,
that my dad's background is Scottish and English.
wow.
Yeah.
Pretty. Yeah, see, my dad, he's fully Italian, but my mom, she's French Canadian, German, Polish.
Okay.
So I
Is
got
it
some Canadian in me a little bit.
is that where the love for hockey comes from, the French Canadian side, and Luc Robitaille, Martin Saint Louis, or?
Maybe I love hockey. I've always been a hockey fan. Like, when I ask you about your favorite, like when I talk about my favorite team later on, like you'll be shocked with my favorite team. By the way, you'll be really shocked. Like, really?
I was
Wow.
curious. I was curious because I was watching the other interviews and I was looking at the in the background, like the different helmets. You know
Oh,
what I
these
mean?
helmets are football
I-
helmets.
yeah, yeah. And then I was like, okay, so what's Joe's like favorite, team? And I think I saw like an Eagles helmet and things like that.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, well, you're really observing.
Um, it's just spying, but yeah, because I also obviously Chicago has some great sports teams.
It's not the Blackhawks, though. That's all I'm gonna tell you for now. It's not the
Okay,
Blackhawks.
cool. Now I'm in, I loved, speaking of like people growing up, but you know what movie I loved too?
Which
So
movie?
at grade three, it was either I was watching The Godfather or Space Jam.
Ooh, Michael Jordan. Sorry.
Exactly.
That's
Which
cool.
is quite the combo. So in my apartment right now, there's only two full-size movie posters.
Okay.
And one is The Godfather and one is Space Jam.
Classic. Can't go on with that. It's classic.
And that tells you everything you need to know about me. But I'm excited to hear who you support.
You'll be shocked. Like, really? I would never guess that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Okay. It's not the, anyways, I'll wait. I'll be patient.
What is your favorite acting role you portrayed? And can you please do some of Wayne's voice? You really see me geek out again.
Well, I have to say Wayne is definitely one of my favorites. Um, because
Classic.
yeah, he's I think I remember. Okay, so I'll tell you a story. Like when I auditioned for Wayne, I don't know if you were going to ask about that. Am I getting ahead of ourselves? Okay. Well,
No,
what I
that's
say is, but the impression I got about him was like, I love dogs. I grew up with dogs, and he has a golden retriever energy.
yeah, I could
You
see
know,
that. Yeah.
and what I love about dogs is like if you have a tough day and you're stressed about something, and you come home, they're like, I'm not stressed about that at all. I'm just happy to see you. And it's
He
just
really makes me feel. He makes me feel happy. He's like so
yeah.
funny. He's like a funny goofball. I'm sorry, but he's funny. He's cool. He's like I don't want to hang out with him. I'm sorry. Like he's cool.
Positive, like resilient, yet also like self-aware. Um, so Wayne was just a joy to to I guess the word would be, inhabit for a little bit when we were making the show. And just to be Wayne for a little bit was a lot of fun. To be with Wayne, like you said, to hang out with Wayne.
That'd be
Um,
cool.
Yeah. So I think for sure Wayne. Yeah, I think you said in the Kevin Nealon podcast, it's kind of like choosing one of your kids. I don't have any kids, but it's really difficult.
Do you have
Um,
any pets? There could be like fur babies. Do you have any pets?
I wish I babysit my parents' dogs. I say babysit, like, but he's a French bulldog. His name's Ricoto,
Okay.
and yeah, I love him so much. Um, and actually, like my partner and I, we developed a show about this particular bulldog or French bulldog, which came up during the pandemic too. It was another thing where we were spending so much time with this Frenchie, and then you really observe, and you're like, you have a whole world here. Like you're way stranger and more interesting than I thought. Like you have opinions on stuff. Um, so yeah. Do you have any pets?
Me, unless you count my siblings, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. I have an older sister and a younger sister.
See, okay, so I have a older brother, older sister, but my little niece, who's like a little sister, she's like
Mm.
a little sister. That's why I have her. So
Nice, nice, nice. So I would say, to answer your question, I would say Wayne is 100%. But it was funny you were mentioning some of the credits. So like credits to you for all the research, and there were some great ones there. Like if I say so myself, but I mean in terms of remembering what it was like to play them. Um, and but yeah, Wayne is just he's up there, 100%. I mean, this is a poster from one short, The Pink Rabbit. We have another one here from The Whipping Boy playing the prince. That one was a lot of fun because I got to work with this really talented director, also from Mississauga. We grew up also half Dutch or a quarter Dutch. We grew up together in a sense, and I started acting. Basically, what happened was a friend of like a mutual friend of ours. Him and I grew up. Our houses were basically backing onto each other, and we went to the same primary school, middle school, and then he went to this arts high school. I went to the high school near me, which was a little more of an athletics high school, which like helped me understand Wayne a little bit better. But then him and his friend Victor. So this was my friend Ben Milligan, who grew up behind me. He introduced me to Victor Oli, who's like a fantastic director, and they started making films together. And as I told you, I had this passion for acting, and I was like, I just want to act in something. So they said, well, why don't you come and play? I think it was a hockey bro. So
that's wow.
in the typecast from the beginning, and so I did, and I was like, this is it. Like I should pack my bags. I'm going to Hollywood, and this is what's going to happen. And then one of the lead actor in the short, he had a mustache,
So,
and we were filming we were filming on the weekends. It's also Movember too. Shout out Movember. Um, yeah, and he showed up one of the weekends and he had shaved the mustache. But when you film something, you sometimes film it out of sequence. So we'd already filmed like the beginning and the end, but then in the middle of the film, he suddenly doesn't have a mustache.
oh my god.
Yeah, and so and I was so green. I was like, well, I don't know, maybe we can work around it. And then Victor was like, man, what'd you do? And he said, well, I had my sister's wedding. I had to shave my mustache. And he's like, well, like that's it. Like we can't make the film. So that was my introduction to continuity.
Dang.
And so now I know continuity very well. So if you show up with a mustache, you have to keep that mustache the whole film. That's my tip for today.
So you're saying if I like left really quick, shaved really quick. Okay, 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 okay.
That's a dream of mine, Joe. Is like for a theater production to do that once though. Like you obviously I couldn't do it like the next night because I can't grow facial hair that quick.
Yeah.
But like,
Same.
sometimes
I'm trying to grow this out.
I know it takes a while. I get neck, it just grows here.
Yeah, I get like patches. I'm sorry, I get like little patches here and there, and then you know
I
what I
I
mean?
have I miss this too.
Oh, the
Like
handlebars trying to.
like there's the connection here and there's kind of just this gap.
Oh yeah.
But I get this the sideburns and then the mustache takes a while. I gotta like not be in public. I gotta wait for the mustache to fully grow out
Makes
um,
sense.
before I reveal it.
Just in the editing process, I put like a little mustache. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Please do. And we won't
Or,
address
or I put like a little, the playoff beards. Put the little.
playoff beard. Yes. Yes. When I played hockey, I hung up the skates, as they say. I think I was like 17, 16, 17, like grade 12. Like that was, yeah, so I played from 5 years old till I was graduating high school.
That's cool. I'm sorry.
And my number the whole time was 17.
See, you're destined to play Wayne then. I mean.
That's so. But at that time, at no point could I grow a convincing beard. So, what we used to do, I don't know if they do it in the States, but at least in Ontario, people will shave their or not shave their heads. They'll dye their hair yellow. for the
That's
playoffs.
not in the States. No, I've never seen that.
It'll be like a bleach blonde. You should see a bunch of like teenagers with bleach blonde hair, like all in a group, like they're probably on a hockey team, and they're in the playoffs.
And you said you played hockey. What position did you play? I'm curious. What position?
I started playing defense.
Okay, defenseman. Okay.
Yeah, and then one year I was on a really good team that scored a lot of goals,
Hmm. That's
which
good.
was
Can't
which
go
was
wrong with
which
that.
was which was great. But I was standing on the blue line watching them have so much fun,
Hmm.
and I was like, I kind of want to do that. I want to get in there. So I think when I was around 10, I was like, I want to play forward. So I
Ooh.
switched, but I didn't. I never learned wing. I don't think I had the discipline to like stay on the wing and like, stretch the ice. I liked being a centerman.
Center.
I
That's
liked
cool.
I liked running around. I liked doing the face-offs. I don't think I was ever like the fastest or the strongest, but I liked understanding the game, and like, moving the puck around, and I love that. I love that part of it. And I still play Friday mornings with my dad.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Wow. What do you think Wayne would be? I'm curious. Would you think he'd be a center, defenseman, wing?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a great question. And I should have thought about that when I was playing Wayne, but I instinctively think he's a center. Maybe it's just because I was a centerman.
I could see that. Like I could see him being a center, and then Raji. I'm sorry, that's why you
Yeah,
Wayne. I could see him being a defenseman. I don't know why. I could see him being a defenseman. Maybe.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like solid stay-at-home force. The one at the back, one at the front.
Yeah.
I could see Wayne and Raj. Do you know the Sedin twins? They played for the Vancouver Canucks.
Yes.
I
You're
could.
getting to the team. By the way, you're getting to that team.
Oh, no way. Okay. Well, okay. Well, Vancouver Canucks, this is like part of my lore too. So randomly, as I said, my dad's also from Ontario, but when my older sister was young, my family moved out to British Columbia
Vancouver, right there. Okay.
for work, and then I was born. And then when I was like two, I don't have many memories. We moved back.
Damn.
So the Vancouver Canucks were always close to my heart.
That you got. Wow, you got the team though. Yeah, Henrik and Daniel Sedin. I missed them. 33 and 20, 22 Daniel Sedin, 33 Henrik Sedin.
Yeah, the Canadians. I remember their highlights. You know what I love? They made it look so easy,
Yeah,
you know? They let the puck do the work.
true. And I was upset when they traded my favorite player though, my good friend Bo Horvat. Bo
Oh
Horvat.
yeah. Yeah,
When they traded him, I was like, damn it.
he's a special player. I love that when they had that cup run.
Oh yeah, yeah, against the Bruins. But yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, so I feel like we have something in common with the Bruins and maybe
Screw the D's, right?
basically. You know what's funny? In when Vancouver, because Vancouver, I hate to mention, but they lost in the finals. But like, congrats to you to making the finals. It's been quite a long time since the Leafs teams made the finals. Um, when they lost, then there was the riots in Vancouver, right?
I heard about that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Which was like, it was like, whoa, this is like a riot in Vancouver. Because if you go to Vancouver, it's like very chill. It's on the ocean, and you're like, it was surprising. And then when the Leafs were playing Boston, I
Mm.
forget what year it was. It was game seven, and the Leafs were up three, I want to say 3-1 going into
Oh,
the third period. Even the last 10 minutes or something like that. So I was with all my friends. We went down to Maple Leaf Square, which is right in front of, I think at the time was the Air Canada Center. Now it's Scotiabank Arena. And they had the Maple Leaf Square. So it was all the fans lined up. We're watching the game on this big screen, and we were like, we're gonna beat the Bruins. And then within 10 minutes, they blew the lead, and then they lost in overtime. And in my mind, I was like, this is where a riot happens. I was like, this is what happens. But it was almost it was almost worse because everybody was just depressed. Like we all
mm.
just walked to the subway, just kind of like no one had the energy to get angry. We were just like, it was almost like, why did we think that would go any different? But we keep the hope alive. This year's a new year, and
True.
the Jays went to the World Series. We're all super proud of them. They fought hard, so I think Wayne would want us to stay positive. Who are some other Vancouver Canuck legends for
Okay.
you?
Okay, so I became a Canucks fan when I was 5 years old, by the way. Okay. When I was 5 years old, I got a hockey stick from Marcus Naslund. Do you remember Marcus Naslund at all?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
gave me, he said, "You want this, buddy?" It was his hockey stick. And I really, yeah, ever since that day.
Naslund, yeah, he was the captain.
Yes, Nazi. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was
Mark,
one of my first jerseys. Was one of those old school Canucks jerseys. Sorry, I cut you
oh,
off. What were you gonna say?
oh, you're fine. No, I'm sorry, I cut you off. I remember that, like the blue, like I remember those jerseys. I miss those jerseys a lot. Like the darker blue, almost like is it
Yeah,
navy? All that color?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Trying to think. I remember like Roberto Luongo,
Yeah, Louis.
Bobby Lou.
Yeah, Bobby Lou. Yes.
I mean, but now he's with Florida, I think.
Yeah, he's now like part of their team, something like that. I also like Corey Schneider. Do you remember Corey Schneider at the Canucks?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He was great too.
He
He
also
was.
gave me a stick too. So
Oh wait, how did you get these sticks? Were you at a game, like in
I go,
Chicago?
whenever the Canucks come to Chicago, that's why I
Nice.
go. And I rep my gear. People are like, "Why is this guy wearing?"
That's sick, man. That's sick. And then that's so cool that they. So you got to meet Naslund.
Yeah, I met Naslund. I'm not bragging. I met Naslund, Luongo, Schneider, the Sedin twins, obviously.
Way.
Non-Canuck, my favorite's Braden Point. He's with the Lightning. Braden
Okay.
Point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Great
He
player.
also gave me a stick too, because he's cool. Whenever he comes to town, he's like, "There's Joe." It's cool.
Nice, man. That's so sick. That's cool. I think Wayne would give you your stick too.
That'd be sick if I had a Wayne stick. I would frame that instantly. That'd be sick.
Try to think what kind of like now when the question you asked like what position he'd be, I'd be like, what kind of stick does he have? What kind of
Yeah,
curve
just
does
like
he
the
have?
power CCM.
Does he have any superstitions like Crosby?
Yeah, does he have like a routine, a pregame routine ritual?
Exactly. Does he have like what's his pregame playlist?
Yeah, or his pregame snack. Like, what's he eat before the game to get real?
I'm sure it's not good. I'm sure it's like hot dogs or something. You know what I mean? Like, but
Eat
there's
pizza. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
pizza, yeah, yeah. And then there's like a theory about it too, or he like scored a bunch of goals when he ate pizza once, so that's like what he does. You know? That's so cool, Joe.
Thank you.
I'm so happy we have so much in common.
I love hockey. You got me started in hockey. Now you know, like that's my sport right there. That's probably why I also connect with Wayne. He's a hockey player. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right. Well, yeah, like I played it. A lot of people play it. I know actually another thing. So I've been to Chicago twice. Yeah,
Jack, what the heck?
I know. Once when I was well, we share a lake, right? Like right on the other side, like Lake Ontario.
True.
And you also have a Lakeshore Drive. We have a Lakeshore Drive. I grew up
That's
near Lakeshore. I think we might say Boulevard or something. I don't know. But yeah, I went down to Chicago once for a hockey tournament.
Oh, we talk about the Bauer tournament? That's what they do all the time?
I
They do
think
the
it might have
Bauer.
been. I think it might have been. I forget how old I was, maybe 14, 15. Yeah, we went down to Chicago. Yeah. We got
Jack, you never come to Chicago. What the hell?
I'll let you know. And then we had I remember we had remember that show Diners, Drive-ins and Dives with
Oh
Guy
yeah, yeah.
Fieri? Yeah. Guy Fieri. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's another great character. Um and I went down with my dad. I think we drove down. No, no, we flew down, but then I think we rented a car when we were there. And we went to some diners, drive-ins, and dive spots in Chicago. And I remember we got hot Italian sandwiches, I think.
Okay.
Anyways, it was an amazing trip. And then we went down, and I was like, like I said, I was a Michael Jordan. I was like a Bulls fan.
That's cool.
I love Derrick Rose too.
Ooh, D Rose. Sorry, but Prime D Rose. He was a different player. I'm sorry, different
Cra-
player. Like, like
Crazy, just explosive.
yeah, yeah.
Just like, yeah, I love D Rose. And like with the with the Blackhawks, there was always Jonathan
Oh yeah.
Taves, and he's a Canadian guy who in the World Juniors. I remember they had a shootout. I think it was against the States, and he pulled out like three different dekes in the shootout and scored all of
Yep.
them. So yeah, man. Well, I mean, we could turn this into a hockey podcast. I'm down for that.
I love hockey. You see me geek out. You would see me geek out. And wow. Sorry.
You watch that? You know what I just watched recently was on I think it was on Amazon, and it's like inside the NHL.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
It's pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah, yeah,
I bet you if you saw my Instagram page, you'd probably geek out. 'Cause I met actually some other non-Canucks like Connor McDavid. You know who that is obviously.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's cool. He's actually very nice. Very
You met
nice.
you met Connor? No way, dude.
I met him. I've met Draisaitl,
Nice.
the Oilers.
Legend.
I
You mentioned McDavid. So where I grew up, like Mississauga, so you basically have Toronto, and then you have the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area,
okay.
and then you have the GTHL, which is the Greater Toronto Hockey League.
Mm.
It's a pretty good league. Like, and I played in it, but it's also like your local league. Like that's just where you play. But in terms of the players that came out of the GTHL, I think Jonathan or Stamkos.
Ooh,
There's
Stamp.
so many. But Stamkos was one of those people when they got drafted, he had exceptional status. So like he got drafted as an underager, right? And McDavid was one of the same.
Mm.
And my draft year, that was the year that McDavid got drafted.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And I played in Mississauga, and then I went to the GTHL. I played like basically they have, I don't know if it's the same in the States, but they have A, double A, triple A in Canada. So then when you're in triple A in your draft year, that's where and now more and more people get drafted from internationally or from different leagues. But like
Like,
triple A GTHL, a lot of guys would get drafted from that. Or I mean, there's a bunch of other leagues too. But yeah, in our draft year, they had Darnell Nurse.
ooh, and he's nice too. Sorry to cut you off, but he's nice
Oh
too.
yeah,
Darn.
nice, nice. And Max Domi.
Oh yeah, Max Domi. Yeah, Ty Domi's kid.
You know your hockey, bro. Yeah, like yeah. So and Domi grew up in the same neighborhood as me in Mississauga. I remember biking to school once, and like I think I was just daydreaming, and then this car is pulling out of the driveway, and I see it, and I stop, and I look, and it's Ty Domi, and he's just like, "Yeah, go ahead, kid." And I was like, so then I
Yeah.
bike to school, and I'm like, "I just saw Ty Domi." Um, and then McDavid, where I grew up, hockey, it was serious. Like I liked having, I had fun with it, you know. I like yeah, I loved hockey, but I didn't keep growing. So I was like, some of these dudes that are like, speaking of beards and like just like huge dudes, and I was like,
Oh yeah, the lights. Yeah.
yeah. But we like, we took it seriously, and then I would go to these hockey gyms in the summer. Like you
Mm-hmm.
basically go and it's basically off-season kind of training. And the gym that I went to in Mississauga was McDavid's gym too. And when he was like 12 or 13, when I was probably like 14 or 15, like everyone kind of knew. Like they would have this video playing at the gym of like, this is the kind of work we do, and it was you see McDavid on there. So
That's
yeah, he was always a phenom. I don't think I ever played against him. The team that I played for, we weren't top of the league. Um, but when we would play the Marlies, who he played for, I don't know if he was called up at that time. I don't remember. I feel like I would have remembered playing against him, but yeah.
you do some of Wayne's voice.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We went off on hockey.
You're fine.
Yeah, so there was a phrase that would kind of get me into it. It was like, what was it? I would listen to it. No, I think it was from the original tape that I put in. How's it hanging, boys? I'm Wayne, and we're such best friends. We finish each other's. No, dude, sentences. Ha!
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite ones that I was reminded of it yesterday is like he said booty. You know that one? Good. I also love his sense of humor. It's so fun, just trying to think of some other ones.
I got some ones if you want. I had the
Please.
list. I have the list. Okay, so there's a couple of things. If you don't mind saying these, Jack. Okay, there's angry armored cow. Where's with that? Yeah.
Oh, it's like a tongue twister. Angry armored cow.
There's that one. There's I am telling you for the 43rd time to stop melting that safe. Do not make me tell you the 44th. A 44th.
To stop doing what to the safe?
I am telling you for the 43rd time to stop melting that safe. Do not make me tell you at 44th. That's when, remember, they were cheating.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you for the 43rd time, do not melt that safe. Do not make me say it the 44th time. Okay, I am telling you for the 44th time.
Or there's the cyclone spin cycle, and then you would do the brrr. I can't do it, but you're talking about.
Oh, is it just shaking around?
Yeah, you guys were doing like the brrr, like a brrr sound effect. I can't do it.
I can't remember it. I can't remember, man.
Is that one or the my poops are always slam dunks? You remember?
Shout out to the writers on the show. I
There's
mean, like of all the lines to bring that up, but seriously, my poops are always slam dunks.
and then there's three more quotes. I'm sorry. There's now I want sliders. I love those tiny little burgers. And then you do like this tiny burger tastes so delicious. Sorry, coach, I can't do it.
Now I'm getting into the mindset, it's just positivity. It's like, oh, now I want sliders. Just the tiny little burgers. I'm a tiny little burger. Oh, sorry, coach.
Or there's when you laugh, one wheel. What would they even call it? A one sickle?
Okay. All right, okay. So I love Cheeky Wayne, where he's like, I figured this out. One wheel? What would they even call that? A one-sickle?
Sorry, the laugh is so iconic. I'm sorry.
Bro, that's so. Oh man, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. It's so nice to. It's been a while. It's been a while, so it's nice to tap into Wayne. It's just pure positivity.
And then the last quote was when you say hoot hoot, and then you say Raji. I can't do it, but
So he's yelling for Raji. Okay. Raji!
oh my god, it was so the dynamic with the two of you, Wayner and Raj, was so iconic. I'm sorry.
Joe, I hope that lived up to expectations, bro. Cause but I love doing it. I love, that's what I was saying when I was saying Raji there, is I had the amazing opportunity, and I was so fortunate because part of the recording was, I'm not giving away any secrets, but like it was during the pandemic, right? And so sometimes we'd have to go in on our own.
I heard, yeah, I heard about you guys were alone, but I'm guessing you guys had to be together. Come on, you have to be together.
Exactly. So I got to go in with Varun, and like Varun was so cool, and like this was some. I mean, I'd been in the booth before, but like to this extent, consistently, and like you were giving me the lines there, it was like, okay, what am I gonna do? What I used to do is I'd look at the line and I'd be like, what's like three different ways that Wayne would understand this, you know? And so I'd come in with ideas, but then it all depended too what Varun was gonna do. And but he was so cool. Like I learned so much watching how he was with everybody, how he, what he was pitching, and then like it truly developed like our relationship, like Wayne and Raj. It was just like for example, in that last one, sometimes we would say a line, or Wayne would say a line, or Raj would say a line, like a hot take, like, what is that, a one sickle? And then there would be this kind of like pause because we need to get the sound right. And then like Varun would laugh, and then I'd laugh. And so we weren't trying to make each other laugh, but it was just like we were having a lot of fun too, which was like essential for their relationship. And like I would throw something out, and then Varun would just like take that energy and then throw it right back, like the Sedin twins, and it was just like ba ba ba, and we were just cooking, and it was so much fun.
I tried to do Wayne's voice. I can't do it good as you, but you know what I mean.
So I won't put you on the spot, Joe, but I'd love to hear your Wayne voice too. But um, that's so cool.
I can't do. I can't do
That's great, dude.
I can't do
So we should almost have a conversation, like you and I are dressed. Like I'll get it. Hold on, I'll be right back, Joe.
Oh my god!
Oh my God, Wayne, what are you doing, bro? But if you're there and I'm here, am I even real? Can you hear me? Is my mic muted?
How are you doing?
Oh my, I'm good. I think I'm good. Are you good? Because if you're good, then I'm good, right? I think that's how it works.
I think so too.
We can-
Whoa!
And people are gonna watch, but which one's Joe? Which one's Jack?
I love it. And before the next question, we do want to do who on like three. Like you could count down if you want to do the who.
All right, okay. All right, Wayne, you ready for this, bro?
Yeah, bro.
We got a big game, bro. This is Wayne talking in the mirror before the game. All right, big game, Wayne. Let's do this. On three. One. Oh, well, guess I should say what we're going to do on three. On three, we'll say, hoot, hoot. 1, 2, 3. Hoot, hoot, hoot. Let's go!
I love that. Iconic. That's iconic. That's awesome.
I'm so happy to be here, Joe. That was so much fun.
Thank you. Sorry, Jack.
I think we're all matched here.
That's cool.
Get my lighting better. There we go.
Yeah, that's now I can see. That's perfect. That's
I
perfect.
just realized there's a shadow for most of it. I'm sorry, dude.
You're fine. It's the dark side. Okay.
Exactly. I just do the entire interview from the shadows. Hello. Hello, Joe.
Yo, Wayne's got a dark side. Okay.
Would you be so imagine like you like we're meeting and then we get on and I'm like, yes, I play Wayne.
Yeah, I'm like, what? When did that happen?
Has that ever happened to you where you're meeting somebody like and you've only heard their voice and they're like,
Yeah, like sometimes like it shocks me when people their natural voice doesn't even sound. And you like you're not. I'm sorry, but you sound not. No offense, but when you do your voice, now I.
I can slip into it pretty easily. Like that was the thing, and that's like to on the 17 thing, and like I remember auditioning for it, and like sometimes you audition for something, and that's kind of where I'm at now. It's like really back yourself, like be behind yourself, and like this is my not my interpretation, but like this is what I want to say about this. But I remember reading with Wayne, and I read some other characters too, but I remember reading with Wayne, and I was like, oh, I know this guy. And then, sure enough, they're like, all right, you got a call back. Like, we'd like to do it again. And I think I wore a jersey and I wore a hat and
That's
I had the drawing too. And I saw you had 17. And then I did the audition and I think I said I was like just so you know, like I know this guy. Like I would love to sit, in the dressing room beside him, and he's like, "All right, boys, here we go, Game 7, boys." Given like an inspirational speech, but he's trying his hardest. It's not close to the speech from Miracle, but it has the same amount of passion, and you're just like, "Let's go, Wayne. I'm behind you 100%."
is there someone is there like something you try to voice your Wayne after? Is there something you try to you get what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Jack. That makes sense. There's something you.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. No, there's not there. There's it's kind of an amalgamation. It's an amalgamation of like I said, I played hockey since I was 5. I had a really good buddy. I won't name him, but like we're still buddies to this day.
His name's Wayne. Okay, that's
No,
funny.
but he would sort of, chew his words, like, so and that was one thing when we were recording. Sometimes the team there would be like, Wayne, can we like kind of pick up the pace here a little bit? Because it would be a line like, "Oh yeah, for sure," and then Wayne, "Oh yeah, for sure," and they're like, "All right, we gotta fit this line in somewhere." But I had a buddy who would kind of talk like that, or um, the laugh. I think the laugh is also just an amalgamation of certain people in the dressing room, certain character guys, that you need. Uh, and certain leaders. He's got all these different traits, like in and out, inside the hockey dressing room and outside the hockey dressing room. Um, and you know what I loved about it too, Joe, was like you have an impression, and this is what I'm so grateful for. Like you have this impression of like, oh, I think I know this person. Like, where does he live within me? But then, watching, and I have to say, like, watching the show or watching like fans like yourself, like people make these compilation videos of their
Well, they
favorite
make me laugh when I see.
kids, and I learn about Wayne from them. Like
Yeah.
I watch it back and like sometimes I'm like, was I there for this? Like Wayne, uh, like you see him in these moments where he's trying to get the team together, or and you're like, he's affecting me. So that's a cool thing about a project or like a character, is you get to inhabit it for a certain period of time, but then it goes back to the thing with Kevin Nealon, like it's your favorite kids, but then you kind of go like, you just hope you gave them what they needed, and then now they're doing their thing. And
True.
like, so I like when obviously I kind of knew how the end of second season was going to go.
That made me happy. I'm sorry, that's what I'm saying. It made me happy. It's like,
But
yes.
like, but watching it, it was also, I was watching it as, as a fan too. So, and then you're like rooting. You obviously know what's gonna happen, but you're rooting for him. So, yeah.
It's cool. Now on the top of it, do you know who was second there? Because they looked like they tied. Julia and Caleb. I'm sorry. Do you know who came
Do I
second?
know?
Do you know? Like,
I don't, and I'm not being coy. What was so crazy fun about that show was like every week you'd get the script, right?
and
Or
you'd be
whatever.
like, did I win?
Yeah. Well, like you're like, oh, I'm gonna be professional. I'll read through everything, but there is a part of you just would go to the last page and be like,
Did I
am
get
I
voted?
did I get voted off? Am I still here? Um, and I think also maybe I was just like for Wayne too. It's it's how you play the game, So
Can you walk me through the audition process? How did you land, Wayne? You kind of said something, but how did you? Curious.
yeah, so with that demo reel that I put together with Melissa Ultro, then I got a great voice agent.
That's
They
crazy.
I submitted and I was so pumped. I was like Total Drama Island, like I love the show. And then that's a wild thing too, because like when you watch the show, you kind of know the pacing, like you know the kind of the world. And like I said, I read there was like a couple characters that they were looking at, and then but then I was looking at Wayne, and I was like, okay, I know this dude, and I auditioned for it. I think at that time too, I would draw because they kind of have an early graphic, and I can't remember how accurate it was, but I would draw it. Like I would kind of like what is, because you don't have much to go off of, right? Like yeah, I mean you do in a sense. You have the script that like tells you a lot, but like you also have these descriptions of the characters. And so it's just kind of adjectives, and you're like, well, what is that? But as having an image helps so much. It's like picture says a thousand words. So like you look at Wayne, you just like, I'm trying to think like his eyebrows and his mouth, and you see his kind of physicality, and like it does something to your voice. So then I did the tape, and like I said, that tape, the like, how's it hanging, boys? Like that would get me into it when I would go and bike down if it wasn't in the winter for recordings. Like I would listen to that,
and I get kind of back into the Wayne headspace because you can't be Wayne while you're like doing your taxes or something like that. You know what I mean? So, but then you we want to get back there. So, anyways, submitted and got some good feedback. They said, well, we'd like you to come back. And then I read for Wayne again. I showed up in my hockey jersey with my hat, and the incredible casting director was there. It's one of those things. It was on Zoom. It was during the pandemic, so it's like you see certain tiles, right? And then maybe they don't have their camera on. You're like, who are the people watching? Um, and yeah, and then at the end of the day, like I felt good about what I did because I felt like I this was my authentic understanding of it, and that was such a rewarding experience where they were like, we want to like we'd like you to be Wayne, and I was like, wow, this is crazy, this is surreal. And then, but I was like, it was a nice thing because it wasn't like I tried to be somebody else in some way, and now I have to do that repeatedly, or what was that thing? It was like, no, I this was like my feeling about Wayne, and then now I get to do this more. And then, as I said, as we recorded, that kind of shifted, and then as when I got to meet Varun, that shifted, and so it was a really surreal and fun process.
That's cool. Wow. See, when I interviewed Z's voice actor, he said his character looked a little different. Did your character look the same, or you look a little different?
I want to say Wayne was pretty spot on. Like he had the snow owls. I think he was still wearing those shorts. He had the shoes. It was number 17. He had the flow, you know, and he had the hat. The hat. Yeah, I think it was pretty. I don't think it changed much.
That's cool. See, that's really cool. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, wow, that's cool. That's really
Well,
cool.
shout out too. Shout out the writers. Shout out the animators too.
They do a lot of work, man. I can't animate for crap. That's really cool.
Like it would blow your mind, like the speed at which they worked. You go in, you record, and then sometimes they catch up to you in the recording, and then you get these pre-visuals. That also tells you so much too. You see, like when you're saying the tube thing, like you had certain, obviously it's a very like physical show too, so you'd see, and it's so wild to say, but like, let's say in the script it's like Wayne runs into something.
Mm.
So then it's like, what's the sound? But you're like, well, how fast is he running? Like what is he running into? What part of him runs into it? You know what I mean? Those are all different kinds of sounds. So having those visuals, and then sometimes we go back and do pickups, which was like now we have the image, and how you recorded it doesn't necessarily match with the image, but now you see the image and you go, oh, okay, like now that helps me a ton. So yeah.
I give a lot of credit too to the artists that came up with Wayne. I mean, talking about the character designer.
I would love to meet them and be like, how do you think they sounded?
Yeah.
Like what was that? Like how do you what do you like the question you said, is Wayne what position does he play? You know,
I'm really, yeah, I mean, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, like I don't know.
That's cool. That's
Mhm.
really cool. Now, favorite total drama character other than Wayne? I'm guessing Raj.
I gotta say Raj. I gotta say Raj. Yeah, I love Raj. I love Varun. Um, you know, great teammate, loyal teammate. We had a lot of fun together. Um, I think him and Wayne have so much in common. So then I'm like, maybe I'll choose someone else in addition. I
Yeah,
remember one of the first times we got to meet everybody. I think it was on Zoom,
okay.
and I remember Z's character.
Gerardo. That's
Yeah,
that cool.
and he had with the soda, like, and it made me laugh so hard. Um, so yeah, very very funny, very very funny,
So
and
if
just
you didn't,
chill and laid back. Sorry.
I would say sorry to cut you off. If you didn't choose Raj, you choose Z. You're saying.
Yeah, I feel like if we, if you're like choosing a team. Wayne 100% Raj is getting picked first. You know what I mean? And then he's like, "All right, see, like come over here." I don't know how well we would do, but yeah, I'm trying to think of some other characters that. I mean, I also just think of the performers who played them. They were all, we would kind of cross paths sometimes when we'd go in,
That's
and,
cool.
and that was always like kind of surreal because then you'd meet them or you'd hear their voice. Um, yeah, yeah, definitely Z or Bowie. Like a lot of what Raj and I talked about was Bowie, and I remember meeting the actor who played Bowie, and they were really kind and they were really nice too. So, yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
Brandon Michael Arrington.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Do you have a favorite character from the other seasons, like the ones you were in? I'm curious. You said you
From the
grew up with
uni- from the universe.
Curious.
There's a one dude with the maple leaf on his shirt.
Owen?
Yeah,
Owen? The little wooden stuff. Owen?
that's the one that sticks out in my mind.
That'd been
But
cool if he oops, sorry, cut you off that mechanically he was on the same team. Like because he's got the little maple leaf. He's got like technically a jersey on. He was on
right, right. Like when I would watch Total Drama, like I think back in the day, like I was definitely a channel surfer.
okay.
Like I would like tune in, I would watch, maybe some like ADD, just like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But yeah, so with Total Drama, but I always remembered Owen's character from like the promos for the episodes and yeah, and the
He's a
make.
nice guy.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
Scott McCord. He's very cool too. I don't know if you ever met him. He's cool too.
You know who I also like from our season was the one the guy who farted all the time.
Oh, Ripper? Fred Kennedy.
He was one of those where when we met as a group, he like and we were all kind of we did like kind of a reading and like every time he spoke I was just dying laughing. And then another friend of mine that I actually knew prior to Total Drama was Melanie Leishman.
Emma.
Yeah. And so that was really cool too to see Mel in there too. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Like the first season or second season that you went better.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I love
I'm
the
thinking.
I love the first season. It kind of goes back to the Godfather question.
Mm,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like the second season was like, whoa, this is crazy. And like Wayne's back and Wayne's back. But like the first season was kind of the discovery of this world and this development. So I have a soft spot for the first season. But the second season was like, yeah, it was wild in terms of the scale of what happened. I mean, it's always wild. I was watching was that the scene where Wayne faces like this is like a deep thing, like where Wayne's facing his deepest fear,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then it's like Raj on another team, but then he like comes to terms with his deepest fear. I was like, this is a beautiful moment.
So is that your favorite episode? I'm
I guess it
guessing.
would be. I guess it would be, yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah, I
guess
know
it
it's exactly what scene you're talking about.
you know? No! And then he's hanging out with the bear. He's befriended his fear. He's befriended his shadow side to yeah, to transcend. Like I'm like, this is deep stuff. I love this. It's cool.
Now, if you were really on an island, what three famous people dead or alive would you want to be stranded on an island with, and why?
Whoa. Three famous people dead or alive.
Yes.
Whoa.
You
Stranded on
like
an
that one?
island. Yeah,
Do you like that one?
that's a really good question.
Thank you.
Because there's so many ways to think about it, right? It's like, who would I like to hang out with? Who would I like to talk to? Who's also gonna be really helpful around the camp? Who might
True.
be a really good cook?
True.
Like the first person I think of is you ever watch the show River Monsters?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Jeremy Wade.
Okay.
I feel like Jeremy Wade would like keep us well fed. He'd have amazing stories. He'd also keep like everything even keel. He has this very calming presence.
Hmm.
So Jeremy Wade, hmm. Oh, that's a really good question. The second person that popped into my mind was John Candy.
Ooh, did you see his documentary yet? Did you see
I
it?
haven't. I haven't yet.
I need to see it. It looks good.
I do like. I've been putting it off because I'm like, this is going to be an emotional journey.
True. That's true.
So I think John Candy. He would keep everything light. He'd be another great presence. Um, who else would I?
Positivity. Sorry.
Huh?
Positivity. Positivity. John Candy is positive.
Very positive. Loves. I like me. Self-accepting. Um, who would be the third one? Oh, you know what I just realized is like I also haven't mentioned anyone in my family.
Dang, what the heck, Jack?
You know what
Wow.
I mean? And now I'm like, okay, I got to choose one. Jeez.
Yeah,
Well,
your mom and dad like, how dare you? Okay, okay.
I might get off the island, no?
If you're stranded there, what are you gonna
If I'm stranded there? Yeah, it'd probably be my mom.
do? Your dad's gonna be like, how dare you?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I mean? And then my mom's also like, why have you stranded me here?
Yo, yeah, true.
I also have two other daughters, bro. Um, but yeah, I'll stick with that answer.
So
What a
John
group.
Kane. Oh,
John Candy, Jeremy Wade, and my mother. I think we
yeah,
have
your
fun.
dad's gonna watch this. He'd be like, "Why'd you not pick me? What the hell?"
What'd you say?
Your dad's gonna be like, when he watches, he'd be like, "Why'd you not pick me? I thought I was your favorite."
Yeah, exactly. Or Varun's gonna be like, bro, you talked about me. What about me? That's always the danger, right? Now you're thinking about who you're gonna leave out. So, but I don't know. I think with our group too, we would find a way out. I don't even know if that's part of the rules, but
We'd find a way out somehow, some
we
way.
find we find a way out. I think we would. I'm sticking with that.
Nice. Now, is there a certain type of role you will love to portray, like a western, sci-fi, certain type of role?
That's a really good question too. I was just thinking about that. Taking these great classes right now. This is a studio in Toronto, Map Actors Studio, and it's like different parts of yourself that you want to like know more about or explore more. Um, but I guess in terms of genres, yeah, I think sci-fi would be so cool.
I could see you being in a sci-fi movie. I could see it.
Yeah,
I could see it.
thank you. Spread the word.
I got you. Everybody, hire check.
Just drop it into other interviews. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah,
know
talk
how
to.
we do it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, just drop it in there. Just have like a in your background, just like have a little thing. Just have like
Have like
my
a little poster cast Jack today.
my demo reel playing or like me in a like spacesuit or something. It's like
That's it. What you're saying? You go first.
it's like subliminal messaging. Just like have it flash on the screen every once in a while.
Have it across the screen like a like moving writing across the screen too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're like, oh, I don't know what's happening.
It's
I
just
guess
a glitch.
yeah, I guess you ask them or something. It's like fate. I don't know. Up to you.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do. Is I want to become a director slash screenwriter. That's what I
Oh,
want to go into.
cool. Well, if I can ever help you out in any way, you have my, info, just let me know.
If you want, I could cast you as the lead. You could be the lead in the new sci.
I deal.
Sounds good to
Deal.
me.
It's been recorded.
Sounds good. And now, if you
This,
weren't, and oh,
oh,
sorry.
sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to cut you off. Now I'm curious. What kind of genre, what kind of thing, or what kind of stories?
Oh, I do everything actually. Sci-fi, horror, comedy, adventure, you name it.
Nice,
Like I do like I kid you not. Right now, I got 5 different genres I'm writing right now. I'm crazy.
nice. Yeah, I get that. It's wherever you're inspired, and like you're inspired by many things.
Pretty
So
cool.
yeah, and then it's also like, oh, it's like a cool different arena to like learn more about this genre and like where do I fit in this genre?
You
Very
know,
cool.
Like what Kubrick did, one of the best comedies, Doctor Strangelove, and then he also did one of the best like horror movies. You know,
Yeah,
and yeah,
true that.
war movies. Anyways,
If you didn't go into acting or voice acting, what do you think your career would have been? And do you have any hobbies? What's your hobbies?
that's a good question.
Thank
These are
you.
all great questions.
Thank you. Thank
I think. Well, I initially went to university for political science,
you. Ooh, okay.
um, partially because it sounded so cool, because it had like political and science,
That does sound cool. I'm sorry.
right? Like, whoa, that sounds
Two for
legit.
one. Two for
Yeah,
one deal.
yeah, exactly. I'm a scientist and I'm political. Um, and so I think, you know, I I am curious about law, and I think that was maybe a thing also was kind of like layered in when I was a kid because I was like, oh, maybe be a lawyer. So I think I was always curious about that, and like I always like, you know, Law and Order, you
Ooh,
know.
sorry.
Yeah, exactly. No, don't. Yeah. One of the jobs I had, sometimes actors, we all have like side hustles. I had a job writing described video,
Ooh, okay.
so writing what's happening.
Like a transcriber, basically.
Basically, yeah. So which was good. Like I've written scripts as well, and like it taught me more about like stage directions and like how what I guess that would be the theater term, but yeah. So with and then I one of the jobs I had, I mean one of the jobs I had, first one I had, because you do describe video, right? So it's anytime there's no dialogue, you have to describe what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first jobs I had was describe video for an Oprah Winfrey show.
Mm.
I was like, but it's
Wow.
like they talk. It's kind of like with us, like they're talking the whole time. So I was like, this is a great gig. The second job I got was 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh my God, it's a big difference. I'm sorry. It's a big difference.
So I had to describe, I had to describe, and then I want to say there's like 10 minutes sometimes of a stretch where no one says anything, and you can use your imagination. And then, but I would have to describe it. But one of the other jobs I got was Law and Order too. So that was cool because you really watch something because you're watching it back and you're like, what exactly happens here? So yeah, I mean that's one of those shows where like the writing and the performances. So to get back to your question, Joe, it would probably be, I always thought a lawyer. I love I love one thing I do now, which I'm very passionate about. I volunteer at this. Um, it's like what's the term? You have long-term housing, like medium-term housing. So it's basically people who they're not unwell enough to be at the hospital, but then they haven't found long-term housing yet. So it's kind of this kind of medium place. And then I started doing, I think it was like near the end of the lockdowns and the pandemic, and it was like I just go and you do one-on-one visits with people, and you get to like talk with them, play some guitar, um, and like seeing the other people there and how and all the work that they do. So and like the difference that it makes, it's like very rewarding. So some sort of social work aspect. And the other thing I did for a while volunteering, and I think it goes back to like my mom is from the Netherlands, but like there's a couple places in Toronto where it's like, helping newcomers, when they arrive and like, helping them with that. Whether that's like with employment or things that like, you said like with being a director or a writer, and I know a lot of people, but like if somebody's kind of starting out and they're like, this is what I want to do, I had people do that for me when it came to acting. Like, this is talk to this person, talk to this person, talk to this person. I would like to do that, for for newcomers, I guess, or anybody really. I just like doing that in general. So
That's cool. That's really cool. Do you have any hobbies? Play guitar, draw? I don't know. Do you have any hobbies?
yeah, I started playing guitar during the pandemic.
Ooh, okay.
Uh, I need a hobby. What would be? I guess I play hockey with my dad Friday mornings.
The one you didn't choose on the island? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Which hobby?
What happened? Why? You said you went to go play hockey with your dad. Said it's the guy you didn't choose on the island.
Oh,
It's
I was thinking of Total Drama. I know, right? Now I got to see him Friday morning. Hopefully he's on my team. If he's not, it could get ugly. But yeah, I don't know. I need some hobbies. Do you have hobbies?
See, I collect sports cards.
Oh, no way.
That's what I do. I collect hockey cards and football cards. That's my.
I'll be
That's my.
I'll be right back, Joe. I got another idea.
As you knock down your poster, I feel so very sorry.
I'm destroying everything. I haven't brought this out since I was since it basically went on the shelf. But this is my hockey card album.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, the
And
original six. Sorry.
yeah, exactly. I
That's
forget
cool.
where I got this. It was at a rink. Like you get the stickers from like a vending machine. But like this was me writing back in the day. I don't even remember. But this says like I wrote down how many cards I have.
Holy crap. That's cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot. There's a lot in there. So I don't know. They're just sitting on the shelf. So we'll talk more. But that's cool. Where do you go to like shows, card
Card
shows?
shoes. I try to. Yeah, I try to. See. I also have like things called. Do you know what PC is in the sports collecting world? A PC.
I was thinking of a personal computer. No.
Oh, sorry. Like a personal collection. Basically, PC, one certain player or a certain team or something like that. Like makes sense. Like if I collected all McDavid cards or all like
Oh,
that too. I do
cool.
both. Like all cards, or I collect the player.
Right. I organized mine at one point. Like these are all like New York Islanders. Like
Yeah.
that.
See,
So you'll get the complete team from a certain year.
yeah, I do that, or I collect like non-hockey wise, but oh my god, Matt Ryan, he's a football player. I don't know if you've never
Oh
heard of
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
I have over 500 different cards of him.
No way.
So
Different cards.
they're all different. Every
Whoa, that's
single.
crazy.
I have him. Then I collect the guys like I've interviewed, like Stan Coven, Doan, the other Doan, Shane and Josh Doan,
Yeah.
Robitaille, Grant Fuhr. Like I try to collect people I've interviewed too. Why not?
Yeah, that's so cool.
So
That's sick. Yeah, like I can see that. I got into. I could see myself getting really into collectibles,
yeah. So you
like
understand?
deep cut collectibles. You know what I mean? Like from I was in this store in Oshawa, which is in Ontario. There was this. I was there and I had some time. I went to this collectible shop and they had like collectibles from The Big Lebowski.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm like, this is so cool. And like, how many are there? And I could see myself like, I want a collectible from this particular scene or like this
Yeah.
particular thing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I could
Like
definitely.
iconic moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
What I was thinking about doing here, because do you know what Young Guns are for hockey? The Young Guns, like rookie cards.
No, I thought
Oh,
it was those little bobblehead things. Never mind.
they're like the rookie cards for hockey players. I was thinking about making a custom Young Guns. I could give it to you of Wayne.
I would love that.
Like I could like let me show you an example of a Young Guns. Like the most expensive ones are like, oh my god, McDavid, Ovechkin, Bedard. Actually,
And
let me show you.
they're rookie cards.
Yeah, like let me see if I could. Who do you want to see? McDavid? Like is there a player Matthews? You said you like the
Sure,
Maple
let's see
Leafs.
Matthews.
Let me show you Matthew. This is his rookie card. His rookie card actually goes for a lot too. His Young Guns. That's what they call them. If you can see good because of the light, let me turn on the brightness. I want to try to blind you. I'm sorry. I want to blind you. Okay, let me zoom out. This thing.
Oh, nice.
That's a
Oh,
Young Gun.
okay, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's his official rookie card. So
That's
imagine if Wayne got a Young Guns.
Wayne would be over the moon.
So
I would be over the moon. Imagine, yeah, him and his draft day.
yeah, see? Would that be sick? And then I had to try to figure out his height. But I don't know. I had to try to figure out his height because they put the height, the weight, where they came from, their birthday. Yeah, I had to try to make that up, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like I'm trying to think, like, what are all the stats? And then they have stats too from like their
Yeah.
previous season.
Yeah, like what would he be? Like a goal scorer, assist scorer, points, hits, penalty
Yeah,
minutes,
exactly.
plus minus.
Yeah, exactly. Plus minus. Yeah, where is he born?
Yeah. Now you understand. Wouldn't that
His,
be cool?
his draft, like where did he go in the draft?
Yeah. He goes number one.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, 100%, bro. He'd go number. I was just thinking because when they put the jersey on and the
Yeah.
hat, right?
Okay.
I think he put the jersey on top and just put the hat on top.
True. Oh,
Yeah.
he probably wears that the same way though backwards.
Yeah, exactly. You put it on, they'd be like, Wayne, you gotta show the logo. And he's like, what? Yeah.
Would that be
That's,
cool though? Because I custom it sometimes too. Because I play like NHL, the hockey game.
oh,
I'm a
love
big
Chell. Chell? Do you say Chell?
Yeah, Chell.
Nice.
I play a lot of Chell. Franchise mode too. Sometimes I play. I make custom cards of the made up generated players they make.
No way.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah,
So I'm a
what's you have the newest Chell? What were they at? It's 2025, I assume.
25 or 20. It's one of the two, 25 or 26. I play
Yeah.
a lot.
See, that's me with hockey, right? Like when I think of like the last Chell I played or that I owned, like for me it was I think it was NHL 2003. That was like the
That's
thing.
cool.
And I think Jerome McGinley was on the cover.
2003, yeah, maybe. Or was that Naslin, maybe? Or '05 was
Maybe,
Naslin.
maybe it was not. I remember Heatley had a cover too.
There was Naslin, there was Thornton. There's a
Yeah.
lot.
And they
So
had
you
that
guys didn't talk about Cello now.
yeah, they had that great soundtrack too. Like oh, all the soundtracks too.
Did you play NHL Hits? Remember that game?
I never owned NHL Hits, but I remember playing it, like going to somebody's house
Like,
and playing hits.
that
Yeah, it
was
was great.
fun, that game.
Yeah, that was fun. You ever do the thing? You know what I do in Chell was like you set the like your statistics like for your team.
Oh, it's 99.
Yeah, exactly. But then you play somebody and then you just like rip a slap shot from your own blue line and it just goes top shelf and they're like, "What? What just happened?"
Magic.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. Like play defense.
So you know what I mean? No, that's what I do. So I can make a custom Wayne Young Guns, like I said, that's what they call it. If you want.
That would be so incredible. That would be so surreal. Like no, obviously no stress, but like I would absolutely love that.
I mean, why not?
Um,
There's pictures of him now with skates. Because remember that one scene you guys were on skates before, so technically it's a skate. I just gotta put his stick. I gotta think what stick he would use.
right. Yeah, exactly. Like a wooden twig. Like yeah, what color tape does he use?
I could see him using snow owl colors.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's true. I love these colors, eh?
Yeah, they got good colors.
Yeah.
Honestly, they do have good colors. They do.
Trying to think of like a team like with similar colors to this. Like it's a great color palette.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who would be. Because it's blue for the Canucks, blue for the Leafs. Oh
You know, who's well there's the new team
yeah, the Kraken.
yeah, the Kraken kind of have some elements. There's also a little bit of Buffalo, like the kind of vintage Buffalo
Yeah,
with the yellow, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah.
I see that.
You know what I love, speaking of Vancouver too, the Vancouver Millionaires. Remember when they had those jerseys?
Oh yeah.
Those are so cool.
Did you like? I'm curious. Did you like the skate jerseys? That's what they call them. The black and black, yellow, red. I'm talking about those old jerseys back in the '80s.
These are the Canucks?
Yeah, these jerseys. Let me show you. Like this. Remember these
Oh
jerseys?
yeah. Yeah, yeah, I love those.
Those are Canucks jerseys.
So cool. What is it? Yeah, the red, the yellow, and the black. Like, and then
They call
sometimes, what do you say?
they call it the skate jersey. That's what they call it.
I love when they wear them too. Like when they'll do kind of like a throwback. That'd be great for like one of those winter classics.
That would be cool. Like a throwback for like, especially if it's like an original six team too, like the two of them facing off.
Yeah. Like so, especially somewhere in BC. So like I was born in Kelowna, which is like the beautiful mountains. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Find like a rink with like a beautiful mountain backdrop.
That'd be cool.
That'd be so wild.
Don't you guys also have like a junior team, Colonial Rockets? Is that the team I'm thinking of?
That's the team, yeah.
See, I know
That's
my hockey. So
you know your hockey. You know your hockey. Like yeah, the Kelowna Rockets. I had a friend who played in Chilliwack.
It's cool.
And then near where I was born was the Lake Ogopogo.
Okay, yeah, I know. Okay.
And it's like they have the lot. It's like their version of a Loch Ness monster is the Ogopogo.
He's behind you. Okay.
Ah! It's actually just my inner fear. Make friends with it.
What are some of your personal favorites, non-roles, favorite movies, shows, food, and sports? Or in
Movies,
sports.
shows, food, sports. Okay, Godfather.
Classic. Yeah.
Talking about it the other day. Shawshank Redemption.
Ooh, classic.
Which didn't win any Oscars.
Yeah.
because
This
it
is
came out the same year as Forrest Gump. So deep cut there. And then Space Jam.
okay.
I mean, the one that comes to mind is Fences.
Ooh, okay.
It's a great play too. You know what I mean? I think that's also just the play. In terms of movies, so many. What have I seen recently? One Battle After Another was quite good.
Ooh, okay.
That was a new
I heard.
one. Now it's making me think of Paul Thomas Anderson. But I'll leave it there, and then I'll just torment myself later for the ones I forgot to say, like with my dad on the island. And then in terms of TV shows, I watched The Sopranos finally,
Ooh, okay.
and then I was like, I gotta watch that again. James Gandolfini, just incredible. One of my,
Legend.
yeah, legend, absolutely. One of my favorite first shows that I really got into with my family was Prison Break.
Ooh, Michael Scofield. Sorry, that's
That's exactly Michael Schofield. Schofield. And Dirtbag too. Food and
oh my god, music.
music. Okay, so food, pizza. You mentioned pizza earlier. Love pizza.
So I think of pizza.
Pizza 967-1111. Call Pizza Pizza. Hey, hey, hey. Do you know that?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Nice. Call Pizza Pizza. Yeah. Um, you know what I love is breakfast burritos.
Ooh, those sound good.
I love a good breakfast burrito. But I love all like I'm not a picky eater, so I just my mom was an amazing cook. She used to make amazing food, so I'm just a great appreciator of food. Um, I love sushi too.
Mm.
If there's ever like a big sushi thing, it's like I'm yeah, just in heaven. Music,
What's your music? What's your playlist? What's Jack's playlist? Not Wayne, but Jack. What's Jack's playlist? What do you got?
what's Jack's Split? You know what I love is I listen to I need to get back into music. Like I said with hockey, is like my music taste is stuck at a certain time period. It'd probably be like 2010.
Ooh, okay,
You
2010.
know what I mean?
Who's some of
But
your favorites? 2010.
like it's like I remember listening to Lil Wayne back in the day.
Wait.
You know what I mean? Um, it's quite eclectic. I love Annie Lennox. That's another person who comes up to mind. She's with the Eurythmics. They have like "Sweet Dreams are made of these." You know what I mean? Some '80s right now. Like I love. But my music taste is quite eclectic because like right now I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Hmm,
I'm listening to podcasts, history podcasts, um, and so I need to get back onto music,
I like that.
which is a wild thing. I'm just skipping this whole amazing,
Genre.
yeah, just like way of enjoying life. I'm trying to think of the last concert I even went to. Um, but yeah, I mean, for me, like I'll watch something too. Like they had that the Beatles documentary, and then I get like into the Beatles for a while. Or there's the Scorsese documentaries on the Rolling Stones, and then I'll get into the Rolling Stones for a while. Or then I watched a movie about Manchester in the '90s, and then I'm listening to the Smiths or the Stone Roses. You know what I mean? And it's all over the place. I remember taking a class at school. It was all about uh, introduction to jazz music for non-music students, and then like you learn about jazz, and then like I love like the history and kind of I think like the lore too. Like if I get into the lore, then I get into the content. Um, but yeah,
Like, I'm an '80s guy. That's my favorite genre.
nice.
'80s music.
Do you know your answers? Now I'm curious about your answers.
For '80s music,
Well,
or
just
what?
music, food,
Okay, well, movie, Back to the Future.
classic.
Can't go wrong with that.
Perfect movie.
TV show, Total Drama Island. Actually,
Nice. I didn't even say Total Drama Island. Yeah. What's your favorite season?
ooh. Okay, if I'm not counting you guys, if I'm not counting that World Tour season 3, singing season. If you guys did a singing season, I think that'd be funny as heck. I'm just saying.
I'm down. I'm down.
That'd be sick. I'd laugh. I'm sorry. Imagine Wayne singing. Wait. Can you say "Sweet Dreams" in Wayne's voice?
You know, I think of you know what a show I loved, speaking of shows, is Disney's Recess.
Ooh, yeah, I remember Reese.
And one of my favorite things was, remember Mikey in that show?
Oh yeah.
I think he had like kind of like a high-pitched voice, but then when he would sing, he would have this like deep baritone, like, hey, and I kind of like that for Wayne. Where like Wayne's like, oh yeah, like I can sing, and then he comes out and he just sings like operatic, just like the most beautiful. You know what I mean? And they're like, Wayne, that was incredible. He's like, oh yeah, I sing in the shower. You know what I mean? Um, sweet are made of these. I don't think he'd have great rhythm. But yeah.
Or you could sing "Real Champions" to Raj when they win.
We are the champions, my friend. Yeah, that's true. He definitely did that after drinking out of the cup, whichever cup.
And then you mentioned food pie for me. Pie like a burger. Can't go wrong with a classic burger.
Yeah, oh, I was thinking that I was like in Chicago, you guys have the deep dish, right?
Oh, pizza. Yeah, we got good pizza here.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
do.
yeah. I remember having really good food in Chicago.
Well, if you ever come back, I'll treat you to a good pizza, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's that famous SNL sketch, which I think was inspired by a Chicago cheeseburger place with John Belushi. Cheeseburger, 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 cheeseburger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, no.
Yeah. Anyways,
Favorite sports and teams. I'm assuming hockey's your favorite sport.
yeah, I love hockey. Like again, when I protect myself because I love it so much. So I love hockey. I love the Leafs. You know, I remember my first game, like when I got number 17, my great grandmother, it was her one of her favorite players was Wendell Clark, who was also 17. I
That's
got to
cool.
meet Wendell once.
That's
Um,
cool.
yeah, he like I remember him shaking my hand. His hand was just like twice the size of my hand, and I was like, this was like a couple years ago. It wasn't like I was a kid. Um, so yeah, I love hockey. Um, but I do love soccer too. For some reason, I'm in this rabbit hole of like, not the rabbit hole, but like the Premier League. And I listen to these podcasts. Sometimes they talk about games I didn't even watch. I don't, maybe I like hearing the different accents too.
Yeah, they do got accents. They do. Have accents.
Like depending on where they're from, you know. But I also I didn't grow up playing baseball or watching much baseball, but like watching the Jays. You
Mm,
know, it's infectious when you watch it with somebody who loves it and they kind of tell you about it. So like then I was like, I get this baseball thing. You know, I get why people love it. So yeah, I think those would be the ones that I can think
makes
of
sense.
top of my head.
Did you like Daryl Sittler? I think of Maple Leafs. Do you like Daryl Sittler?
That's so wild that you just mentioned that. Because
Sorry.
when I said seven, like I met Wendell Clark, one of the only other people I met was Daryl Sittler. I
That's
was on a
crazy.
I was on a plane. I forget where I was coming from with my dad when I was a kid, and Daryl Sittler was on our flight, and I got his
That
autograph.
is, you guys
Yeah,
are
I got his autograph.
That's sick.
My dad took me up and was like, "Mr. Sittler is like, would you mind giving my son an autograph?" And he did. He brought like 27, Daryl Sittler, and he's told me to stay in school. Yeah. Are you a Daryl Sittler fan?
I He's one of my favorite Maple Leafs, so that's why I mentioned it.
His
That's
10-point game?
oh yes, yes,
It's
yes.
crazy. That's wild. You mentioned Daryl Sittler too.
Do you have any projects in the works? Anything come up for the legend? Anything come up in the works?
Right now, I don't have anything in particular coming up. What I'm yeah, like I have so with Victor and Ben that I mentioned earlier with that my friends, like one who's a filmmaker and the one who's a writer, and then we've partnered with Ben Christensen, who's an Instagram comedian, actor. His handle is at Danger Bean. We made some shorts actually.
That made me laugh.
We made some shorts actually. I went back. We filmed one of them in Vancouver, and then we filmed one of them in Toronto. And I was working as a producer. And what we're trying to do now is, get them into some festivals. And then we're developing projects like a feature,
a series, like a true crime series. And then for me, I made a short film in my mom's hometown in Holland, and that's like this. There's some photos here from that.
That's cool.
My sister gave it to me for Christmas. It's like some of our Instagram moments.
That's
Um,
cool.
that one's called Going Dutch. That's my Opa. Um, and then it's just some of the festivals we went to. So we went to Portland and like a festival in Holland too. So that's kind of nearing the end of that festival run. Um, and yeah, I did a play this summer, a few short films, and now it's kind of like, all right, what's next? So always learning, always, I'm taking classes, going to see stuff, and then you're auditioning. That's kind of the job. So yeah, I'm excited for what's next.
And I think I saw too on your IMDb page. Do you have upcoming roles like The Heart, Shadowboxer, and you're producing Kill Space?
Yeah, so The Heart was a project, a short film I made earlier this year, which will be coming out, and then The Shadow Boxer was with a great filmmaker, another short film I made this year where I played a boxer.
The
And
plot sounds good. I was reading the plot.
yeah,
Sorry, you were saying?
I think you could see the trailer on my website. Yeah, Shahar Shamay, that was the filmmaker, and that was, yeah, I played a boxer for that. They had an actor, I think the actor dropped out, so then I didn't have a lot of time to prepare, and I was like, I didn't grow up boxing, maybe locker boxing, in a hockey dressing room, but luckily the boxer was in the story was not very like didn't win many fights. So I was like, okay, I can play a convincing boxer who doesn't win many fights. Um, yeah, so it's a compelling storyline, and then Kill Space was the other short film that we produced in Toronto with the company Grin Films, and so that one is about a company that institutes a new policy to raise morale,
Hmm.
where employees get to wear a VR headset for 15 minutes a day and basically kill their own boss in a virtual
Oh,
reality.
oh
Like
my god.
so a lot of the projects we do with Grin that I've acted into, Colored Emotions, Pink Rabbit, The Whipping Boy, and then including the thing about losing socks, which we filmed in Vancouver, and Kill Space, is it's like a dark comedy uh,
Yeah.
genre that kind of makes you think. So Kill Space, we're looking for like a festival home, and then the thing about losing socks, you can find on this website called Shibuya, which
Name
yeah,
of website.
yeah, yeah. They approached Shibuya. They approached us, and they approached Ben Christensen and said, would you like to make a short film? So we did with their help, and so that's up on their platform, and it's a cool platform where if you want to see more from a creator, you can directly contribute, sort of like a Patreon, to like what their next project will be. But with that one too, we're trying to find a home for it or like a festival. So I
Cool.
always keep them busy, but I need a hobby.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The Kill Space is like a clever name for it. With the way you describe the pilot plot, that sounds like a perfect name for it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of got like some Severance vibes. Like one of my good friends was one of the leads in it, and it's one of those things too where it's a great concept too for something bigger that we could pitch. So I'm learning more and more about the producing side too. Yeah,
Well, any projects with Jack Copeland's a guaranteed a banger, so I'll watch.
thank you, Joe. And we'll get
Gotcha.
that sci-fi thing.
That sounds good. And Total Drama season 3 would be cool.
That
Everybody,
would be
please
cool.
make it happen.
Let's send it out into the universe.
Yes. And let's make Wayne win back to back, or let Raj win.
Wayne goes back to back.
That'd
That'd
be
be.
cool.
I think he would want Raj to win.
Cool. Oh, no, no, imagine a finale. Hear me out. What if there was a finale with you and Raj? What would happen? You think
Oh,
that
that's
would
a good question.
that would be
I think it would. I think they would just, yeah, they would fight about, not fight, but they would just be like, no, you have it. No, you have it. No, you have it. You know what I mean? Like, no, you deserve it. I mean, there was that thing in the Olympics where it was the two runners, and it was like, all right, so either you guys have to do a runoff, like a 1v1, or you can share the gold medal. And they're like, oh, we'll share the gold medal. I think it'd be one of those situations.
I feel like a perfect though challenge would be like a shootout. Would that be like a perfect challenge? Like a
Yeah.
shootout?
Yeah. What would they do? Like, what kind of shot would they take? Deke.
Like maybe a shootout or like a hockey obstacle course to get to the net.
Yeah, like they have in the All-Star game now.
Yeah, like a skills challenge. Almost like yeah, I can see that.
Skills challenge. Yeah. Yeah. Who do you think, like, if it was Wayne and Raj in the final?
I'd want Wayne to win. I'm sorry, no offense to Raj. I'd want Wayne to win.
Me too. Me too. I like the idea of him going back to back, or like a Gretzky era Oilers, just like 6 in a row.
That'd be crazy. That'd be funny. There's never been a back-to-back winner in Total Drama history, so you could make history. Just saying.
I look, I'm there. I'm there. If that's what they want to do, I'm there. I could go for that.
That'd be cool.
Look, it's cool with me. I got to play it cool, so it's like, yeah, it could go either way. They're like, oh, we should really give this guy back to back.
Now, what advice would you give younger people who want to become an actor, voice actor? What's the legend icon? His advice.
Thanks, Joe. I mean, I saw an interview. It's kind of, I guess, counterintuitive, but with Willem Dafoe, and he was like, I don't give advice because everybody has their own journey, everyone has their own path. And I guess that's the thing, and I'm learning it too. Like, you kind of learn it in hindsight, where it's like, you know, yeah, listen to yourself, listen to your gut. Um, my parents always said, have a good accountant, and yeah, I think of like John Candy in this moment too. Like the work, like his work obviously speaks for itself, but how you interact with people, how you get the thing done is also, is maybe even more important. But that's a journey, and you learn that, and it's you know what it is? It's the climb, as they would say.
I like that. I always like to add for advice, like stay humble. Remember where you came from.
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. Yeah, yeah. I listened to this, like I said, history podcast. It was one of the emperors of Rome or something. He would just have somebody follow him around everywhere, being like, "You're just a person. You're just a person." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, and like that's the stuff. I had a really great actor mentor. His name's Conrad Coates, and he's done some sci-fi shows. And I would always ask him, like, how can I get better? How can I get better? What is it? What's the secret sauce? And he was like, just try, Jack. Why don't you try being a better human being? And I was like, whoa, okay. But that was kind of, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll try volunteering. And that, like, it puts things into perspective, and it gives your life like a ton of, yeah, perspective and appreciation for what you have. So
True.
I guess it would be that.
When you said secret formula, I was thinking of Plankton and Mr. Krabs.
Oh, now we're talking. And his wife, Karen?
Yes. Did you know SpongeBob? What were you saying? What did you say?
Plankton. Anyways.
Did you know that Karen the computer? That's SpongeBob's wife in real life, the actress, the voice
No
actress.
way. No way. That's cool. Plankton. Meow. I love Gary.
Oh,
Does he play Gary too? Who plays
yeah,
Gary?
Tom is Gary. Yeah.
Meow. Yeah, I loved SpongeBob.
He's also Patchy the pirate. The guy, the pirate dude in live act. I'm talking about the guy that was with the parrot.
Oh, like when they're, yeah.
Yeah, that's him too. Did you know?
The SpongeBob movie?
Oh,
That's another one.
you talking about with David Hasselhoff? That movie.
I am. When they at the, and not to give spoilers away, but where they're like, when it comes into a heart,
Oh yeah.
and they're singing "I'm a Goofy Goober," tears.
The whole scene at the end too, like when he sings the I'm a goofy goober. Yeah, I'm talking about that whole scene.
Goofy Goober, yeah, you're a goof. Like that. That's like doing those voices, the impressions of those. But Plankton, yeah. Or no, Squidward was another amazing one. La da dee, la da do, la da da. Like, love him.
I actually got to interview Squidward's voice actor, right? And the iconic scene with the "Is mayonnaise in the string?" You got to see with Patrick and him.
Yeah,
I got to do my Patrick impression. He did the Squidward. He did the whole scene back and forth.
that's so good. Is there mayonnaise in this? That's so good. That's
I got
hilarious.
He acted back and forth, and he was playing along. He said it was like so funny. Yeah, see, you're like, oh my,
You know who Mrs. Puff, the driving
oh,
instructor?
oh yeah,
Oh, love her. Yeah. Oh, so many great performances.
classic show right there. I'm sorry.
The chocolate episode?
Oh, chocolate. I never heard chocolate.
Or
Or
wait,
that
chocolate?
old,
Oh
or
yeah,
that old,
the
that
old.
old one.
Let me talk to my mother.
I can't do her voice, but
And then they go to that one dude, and he just starts losing it. Chocolate, chocolate, and then the whole episode he's chasing them around. Chocolate. I remember like I couldn't. There's certain things when you're a kid. I was like I couldn't fathom how funny this was. Like I could. I was like this is the funniest thing. My body can't handle how funny this is.
iconic. I'm sorry, that's iconic. Or Krusty Krab pizza. Do you remember that? Krusty Krab pizza.
I vaguely remember that one.
That was funny. Or and he was number one. Do you remember that
I
episode?
can't remember that one. The one I'm thinking of is the blow up arms.
Oh yeah. Are you talking about when they fought each other in the ring? The two of them? Two?
It's the one where SpongeBob to impress somebody, maybe it was Sandy, like gets
Oh yeah,
these
that one. Yeah, yeah.
inflatable arms.
That one.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh,
SpongeBob.
But Cat Dog, that was
Oh,
another like deep cut.
iconic. It's iconic. That's true.
Yeah.
You know he was. That's another role he was in. Tom Kenny. Do you remember the Powerpuff Girls?
Yes.
He was the mayor and the narrator role. The Powerpuff. I can't do it with the voice, but you know what I'm talking about.
He's just like voiced my childhood. Like
Yeah, so he's the voice of people's childhood. Many people.
Powerpuff Girls. Oh my gosh. Actually, so that you know that store I said I got collectibles from?
Yep.
So I was in there and I was like, oh, for Christmas, I'll find because they had such deep cut collectibles. I was like, I can find a collectible for like people in my family. And I I don't know when this is gonna go out, but like for one of my sisters who loved Powerpuff Girls, they had like a little Powerpuff Girl, and I was like, I remember watching the Powerpuff Girls together.
That's
You
cool.
know? And it just jogs this part of your memory, and you're like, yes, I remember that. So, yeah,
That's. I'm sorry. If you ever want to meet Tom Kenny, he's very nice.
I would, I don't even know what I'd say.
But
Do you ever have that?
sometimes, yeah. I actually I interviewed. Do you know the Wimpy Kid books?
Yes.
Dar- Okay, I interviewed the author twice. The first time I chatted with him, I was like speechless.
Yeah.
I was speechless. I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I love you so much. Like
Like
I love
I
what you,
grew up.
yeah,
Your
like what
work.
you,
Oh, sorry.
no, what were you gonna say?
You go first. That's what I say. I grew up with your work.
Exactly. Yeah, like they meant so much to me. I mean, I also saw you interviewed Ned from Ned's
Oh,
Declassified Schools Survival Guide, and I'm blanking on the actor's name, but like
oh,
that was
Devin Burkheiser.
yes, like I love that show. Like I would rush home to watch that show. Yeah,
Classic.
Disney's Recess was up there for me.
Let me. Can I guess something? Actually, I'm
Yeah.
guessing you grew up with a lot of stuff. My brother, you're like a brother to me now. But my brother, Michael, he grew up this. Were you born 1995, Jack?
I was 1995.
I have a feeling.
That's
He's
wild.
July 13th, 1995.
No way, that's wild. Yeah, 95. Yeah, so that's like the vintage.
The peak.
Yeah, and like I had an older sister, and so I would sometimes consume some of the stuff that she would watch. Um, like I remember listening to Avril Lavigne,
Oh my God.
another great Canadian export. Like yeah, that was like a seminal moment. And then my younger sister kind of introduces me more now to like the what's hip now.
The newer stuff. What's up with the
Yeah,
kids?
what's hip with the kids exactly. I remember we went to a concert in Toronto, and I was there, and I was like, this is what the hip people are doing these days.
You see, if you're curious, my birthday is the day after Christmas. That's why I always have 26 of my stuff. December 26th.
No way. My older sister's birthday is December 22nd.
Wow. Now
Yeah.
that's crazy. If you said 26, I'm like, what?
It's
Hold
like,
up.
what is going on? And we both dress the same way. It's like there'd be a yeah split in the matrix. That's crazy. So you must be excited. You must love the winter. Do you like the snow?
See, I don't like. Okay, there's only one reason I like the snow. Do you know that reason?
No.
Okay, what do you do during the snow when it snows? I'm curious.
Snowballs. Shovel.
For money. Sorry, show up for money.
Oh yeah, yeah. Great hustle. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why not? Come on, that's a good idea, Jack.
Absolutely. I don't I don't have like a driveway, but like shoveling sometimes, when I was a kid, it was like
Exercise too. It helps the muscles.
you go out, you stay warm,
True.
and then you look back on this driveway and that's all clear. You did
Yeah,
that.
I feel like that's my work I just did.
Exactly. I like the winter. Like it's a crazy take, but like when it snows, it like muffles everything. Everything's a bit quieter. Everybody kind of chills out a little bit.
They zen out. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Oh
It's
yeah.
Z in here now. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. I just turned into Dizzy. Um, but that's cool. Well, I'll have to wish you a happy birthday on the 26th. I hope you also get birthday presents and Christmas presents.
I do. Thank you. I like to get for my birthday and Christmas is actually hockey cards and Wimpy Kid books. I'm nice
Nice.
and simple. I'm nice and simple.
Yeah, exactly. I was the same as you. It was like you kind of knew what to get me. Where do you get your hockey cards? Do you have like a local shop?
Well, I go to a car. Sometimes the car shops though they charge way more than they do at the stores though. You know what I mean? Jack?
Really, really?
Like,
Like,
let's say if you do you know Walmart? Is that a thing in Canada? Oh, it's a
oh
thing
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. At Walmart, let's say if a blaster box or a box of cards is $30 at a card store, 60.
Mm. You're
It's
paying like a
like
premium.
I'm not gonna pay double. I guess is it? Or, I mean, like
I used to go, there was like a card shop. It was like one of those independent places, but yeah, I remember them being expensive. But then my mom would be like, "You can get one of these ones," and they were kind of the like more vintage packs. But
mhm.
like, I'm kind of glad I did at the time because like there's
Yeah.
some cool cards, like some deep cut cards. I was like, "Oh, these are kind of cool." And then sometimes they come with gum that was like 15 years old.
Oh, I'm wearing the gum. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, you get a stomach ache. You're like, I'm not doing that again.
It would be a perfect card if you had a Wayne Gretzky because you're Wayne
Yeah.
Gretzky freaking card. That'd be cool.
That'd be crazy. I have in the card book because you get these certain packs, and I guess depending on where you know our market, but like every once in a while they'd have like a Gretzky kind of like him posed with all of his like MVP trophies or
How's
whatever.
that?
Yeah, and so I have like I think there's one page where it's all the same card, because it
Why
would
not? Gretzky. I'm sorry.
it'd always be in the packs. But yeah, I mean that's Wayne, right?
That's cool. There's a thing. I'm sure they have in Canada. I know they're in the States. There's a hockey card day. They give you free packs. Like they have a certain pack. Hockey card day.
Really? I didn't know. No one told me that.
Oh, I think it's either in April or May every year. Once a year, they like have a thing called a hockey card day pack, and you get like two rookies, two stars like from currently, and then one legend.
Just because it's your birthday? No, just once a
Well,
year.
for its hockey card day.
Hockey card day. No, like my birthday's in April too.
See, that could be a perfect birthday present.
I wonder if it works retroactively. Like I can be like, look, I haven't picked these up in however many years.
I'm sure they'd give you a good chunk. I'm
I
sure
just
they
want
would.
like I just want them all now.
They give you the whole thing. They give you like hundreds of packs. Like, Joe, I'm stacked with packs.
Exactly. I'd send you some. I'd send you some.
If you want, because you know what's different? The Canada packs are different from the USA packs.
Are they?
Yeah, because we get sometimes like American, oh my God, American icons they call them for the
Oh,
legends. For
true,
you,
true.
you're getting Canadian icons. So you
Right.
get like like Gretzky, Jean Bellevue, like
Eh,
all the
like
icon.
I'm thinking of like I thought you were gonna say like our heights are different. Like ours is in centimeters or yours is in like feet. But yeah, I remember getting those packs as a kid. Yeah, there was definitely like a Canadian spin. You can also get them at Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. I heard about Timmy packs. They call them Timmy's packs. I don't have any, but I heard about Timmy's.
Well, if they ever do it again, I'll pick you up a Timmy's pack.
Thank you, Jack.
If you want, yeah, yeah.
That'd be cool. I never opened a Timmy's pack, so that'd be cool.
With some donuts and yeah.
I heard about those. That'd be cool. And
You
what
don't
you
have
said? Oh, you
you
go.
don't have Tim Hortons in Chicago?
No,
No, no. What is it? What is the big coffee chain there? Is it Dunkin'?
probably Dunkin' or Starbucks.
Oh, okay, true, true, true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Timmy's are on every corner here.
Man, I'm not in Canada. I wish I was in Canada then, but I'm not in Canada.
You're not far.
And then you said your birthday. I want to wish you a happy birthday. Mine's, I told you, December 26th. Yours, April
The 25th.
25th. I said April 24th, 20. I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. No, that's Z. I think that's Z's. That was
Yeah.
my poster falling down.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
It was Z. He was high and he just like.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa, what happened?
What's one thing you like to tell the TDI fans at home? What do you want to tell the TDI?
I would just say thank you so much. Like, yeah, and yeah, like I said, to see, I'm not on social media a lot, but like when I see fans loving the characters that I also love too, it means a lot. And yeah, it's like an honor to be part of something that people are so passionate about, and that like I watched as a kid too to be part of it. So I'm a fan as well. Um, yeah, I guess that's what I'd say.
And that you won season. Okay, what would you think? What do you think he would spend? Sorry, what do you think he would spend his money on since he won?
Oh, well, he wanted the canoe,
Oh yeah,
you know?
true.
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like he gets some new gear, like a new twig, like a hockey stick. Um, I think he gives some to Raji.
I feel like you'd help Raj with Bowie. Help him get
Yeah,
some.
exactly. Like if they wanted to get married, or like
Do
help
that.
help them upgrade their marriage menu to steak. You know what I mean? I think also maybe travel. Like maybe go to all the rinks, like go to see a game at different NHL stadiums.
That'd be crazy.
Maybe start a business, like as a hockey scout or something. Um, yeah. Yeah, what do you do with that money? That's a lot of money. Whoa. I hope somebody's helping him with the money. You know what I mean? It's a lot of
Yeah,
money.
hopefully it's like go to waste like. He
Yeah, I hope he is a good accountant. Yeah. It's like, oh, tax season? No, like I hope he's got got it all figured out.
just spends it in one go. That'd
Yeah,
be bad.
exactly. The bill comes. No. Yeah, I don't know what he'd do. I feel like he'd still kind of be the same. You
Yeah,
do you do the same kind of stuff.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Now, in the future, would you be willing to come back on for a part two, answer some fan questions? If the fans comment on some questions.
100%. Yeah, that'd be so cool. I'd love that. I'd love to just chat with you again. So,
Appreciate it, Jack. That'd be cool. Because fans could be like, I got a question too. And I could ask so and so. Like, let's say Wayne fan forever. I don't know, asks and then their question.
that'd be so surreal. I'd love that.
It'd be cool. Now, before I ask you my last question, Jack, do you have any questions? Do you have any?
I feel like I asked you so many questions. Yeah, what's going on with you right now? You asked me what's next. What's next for you? Like, what do you got on the docket?
Posting more interviews.
Nice, cool.
Posting more interviews. You're 217. I'm thinking Sunday would come out.
217, let's go. And like I'm just staying tuned about your projects, your scripts, and your directing work.
Appreciate it.
I hope
Stay
I
tuned.
hope I hope you enjoyed our time together because I really did too.
It's a lot of file off.
Joe, it's my absolute pleasure. Thanks for making it so much fun too.
Jack, is there anything you want to promote and shout out that the viewers could check out?
I would say, check out Grin Films, check out Danger Bean, check out Going Dutch Film, and yeah, Total Drama Island, and check out Joe's podcast.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Check out the other episodes. I am.
You really liked them? You really liked the other episodes that I put out there?
Yeah,
So
yeah, they're great. It's like surreal for me that I'm going to be part of one. So yeah, check out this episode. I guess if they hear that, they already have. But yeah, watch it again. Share it
appreciate it.
around. Send it around. Christmas is coming up.
Around town. SpongeBob, around town. So
Around town. Bring it around town. Absolutely.
thank you again, Jack, for being awesome, amazing guest. It was an honor chatting with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Have a great day. Stay awesome, and Jack, you stay awesome, okay?
You as well, Joe. Take it easy. Ha ha.